What's happening, my Jacked family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com. I am freaking soaked from a brutal at-home ab workout, so I decided I'm gonna share it with you guys. So I like to kick things off with an exercise that kind of places a little more extra emphasis on the lower abdominals, so anything where you're gonna get your pelvis curling upwards towards your shoulders. Today I went with a reverse crunch and I used a resistance band, kind of on the lighter side resistance band, wrapped it around my picnic table, lying on a bench. You can wrap it around any kind of pole, and you're just getting it in around your hips, and that extra tiny bit of resistance can make a world of a difference with your ab contractions here. So going for as many reps as possible. I think I hit about 20 reps, maybe the last 2 reps there were partial, but just a phenomenal burn. So I'm trying to, again, the focus is on curling that pelvis upwards. So I'm lifting my legs up, keeping my legs kind of bent at 90 degrees there, curling that pelvis up. My lower back is coming up off of the bench, so really maximizing the curl and the contraction with this movement. So again, you don't want to get much hip flexor involvement in here, so keep those knees and hips locked in place and just use your pelvis to curl on up. And it is freaking intense. Did 3 sets of that for as many reps as possible. Next I moved on to the kneeling crunch using a resistance band, just wrapped it around a branch on the tree. One of my favorite exercises to work kind of it really works the entire abdominal area. All these exercises are going to work the entire abs, but this places a little more extra emphasis on the upper abdominals, kind of mid abdominals, but I still get a great focus and intention on the lower abs if I use my strong mind muscle connection. Again, going for as many reps as possible. Notice it's just a short range of motion here. I'm just focusing on curling my upper back, so rounding that upper spine. In the past, and still from time to time, I'll do a full crunch where I'm trying to bring those elbows down to my knees, and again, still focusing on curling the back. So you can play around with this movement, how you want to bring it down. If you want to keep yourself more upright, as I am here, the focus is on curling, rounding that back, or if you want to kind of lean a little bit more forward, and again, you're still, even though the angle of your body is down more, the whole purpose is still curling your upper back, rounding that upper back and getting an intense contraction with your upper abdominals. So 3 sets, as many reps as possible with this. The third exercise is a Russian twist. I like doing this one off the end of the bench, a little bit more stabilization required. Here, typically go for 15 to 20 repetitions, basically doing as many reps as you can, but I don't want the weight so light that you can do much more than 20 repetitions here. And notice how I'm basically, all the action is taking place at the trunk, at the hips there. So I'm squaring, I'm moving my shoulders to one side, moving to the other. I see a lot of people, there's not a lot of trunk action. They're just moving their arms from side to side, and really like to get that torso rotating from side to side, so really keeping that dumbbell right in front of me. It's a little bit different kind of resistance when you're bringing it out to the side. Kind of has a different purpose. You can play around with it, but this is my favorite movement. I just find it a little bit safer for my spine, and I find I get a great focus on the core, the obliques, the transverse abdominals, and the abdominals as well, because there is a lot of stabilization going on here with your core muscles. So 3 sets of this exercise for as many reps as possible. Works out to be about 15 to 20 reps with the weight that I had today. And the 4th exercise was a half kneeling high to low wood chop. This has become one of my favorite exercises, whether it's high to low or low to high. I just really love the core stability with this movement. Really feel an intense contraction in the obliques, transverse abdominals here. The core, I just feel intense contraction deep in my core muscles. So going for as many reps as possible here. And here I'm going from the right to left, and all my focus, I'm driving that force through my left elbow. So really trying to squeeze that left elbow down more than anything. So that left arm is doing a lot of the work here, a lot of the focus, just to mainly feel that contraction on the left side there, and do as many reps as possible to the left side, then switch it up, do as many reps as possible to the right side. You can play around with which foot you have on the ground, whether you want to have the outside foot planted forward so that knee bent, or you can switch it up there. It's going to feel a little bit different with the contraction, a little bit different with the stability, but you may find with the inside leg up that it's a little bit easier to bring your arms down and across your body. But for me, I found this most comfortable with that left leg up, driving down to the left side, right leg up when I'm driving down to the right side. Something to play around with yourself, but really, really enjoying these kind of, like, again, core stability movements, whether it's half kneeling wood chop, a pull-off press. I love the Russian twist. I do love kind of twisting movements that are working the obliques, transverse abdominals, and they're getting the abdominals engaged as well, working a lot of the deep core muscles like you typically can't with just crunching movements, whether it's like a kneeling crunch like we did there or reverse crunch. These movements are fantastic, and I find really great for us men over 40. For our overall health, well-being, you really want to make sure that the core muscles are incredibly strong. All the deep core muscles, not just the vanity muscles that we all care about so much. And it's important to note that your ab workouts don't have to be crazy long. It shouldn't be taking up a huge amount of time in the gym. I like to hit abs typically 3 times per week and hit them pretty hard each of those times, but the ab workouts usually don't last any more than 10 to 15 minutes. I keep the rest periods pretty short, find the abdominal muscles recover pretty quickly. So don't go spending. You don't need to do like an hour ab class or anything like that to build up your abdominal muscles. Just 10-15 minutes 3 times a week is fantastic. Every once in a while you can up the frequency of it, but then you're going to want to kind of dial down the amount that you do with each workout, so you kind of spread that volume across each week. Next, I encourage you to watch the best resistance band ab workout. I've been getting a ton of positive feedback on this video, so I hope you enjoy it as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching this video, do me a favor and share it with them. Have an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.